Shalom, shalom. You're on Rootsman TV. Subscribe, hit the like button. We're going to talk about scrolling through life. Wait till some people get over here so I know who's on here. This, how you doing? Yes, all right. Let's go. Let's talk about scrolling through life. Let's see who's here. Yeah, I was taught. It was an elder that told me back in 2005 that that internet would take over, and it seemed like this done took over from back when I was like doing this thing on internet. So we're gonna scroll through life right now. Let's see who's out in here. Let me see. Rootsman TV, subscribe, hit the like button. I have an echo going on, so I have to cut something off. Okay. Navigating through the social media addiction epidemic. The epidemic, it was like it's been overlooked that social media addiction is eye-opening. Like all the viewers are taking a journey through the highs and lows of the digital connected, exploring profound impact on instant scrolling. It causes health problems, neck problems, mood swings, mental health, relationship problems, and self or sense of self. You know what I mean? I had a person, I had many people tell me that the internet is a problem to them. It's addicted to them, right? If the technology are the experts and individuals like grasping with this addiction, it's a I'm gonna shed some light on social media, or social media was a good thing. It's supposed to be like connecting businesses and with like people, like family and friends out of town and whatnot, right? But as you start to find the mental health impact of it, it's a comparison. It's a low self-esteem. The constant exposure, and often it's unrealistic portrays of others' lives that can lead to feelings, jealousy, low self-esteem, like I said before, has anxiety and stress, endless scrolling. I watch people like do this for like hours, You just scrolling. Addiction. It's addiction. It's just scrolling. Um, it can make you so overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and the pressure to keep up. See what I'm saying? Most of these people, I say 98% of these people on here are lying about a lot of things on this shit. And people have to and you have to keep up with going on in everybody's life. You know what I mean? Watch people. If you take your equipment away, the mood swings changes, and especially in kids, the swing changes. They become ill. You know what I mean? It's addiction. A lot of people claiming that they're woke. I don't like to use that word, woke or conscience, or their snake eyes open, or their third eye, but they still caught up in it. See what I'm saying? It's a off balance thing I see. You know what I mean? And the depression, when you do your research, they have shown between excessive social media uses and symptoms of depression. As individuals, they may feel isolated or disconnected from real life interactions. Nowadays, kids or not even grown, like we used to sit on a porch. Now kids are not even outside, you know what I mean? Not even playing outside. That's the problem. And the one problem is the parents are letting electronics raise the kids, you know what I mean? I went through that as a youth. I had kids and their mom and etc. Not blaming and whatnot, but the electronics is raising their kids, you know what I mean? Give them the electronics, let them go on about their business. You understand? The physical health impact of social media, and just not just social media, of this blood. My brethren said this blood cell phone. It's just the physical health of it. It's a physical mental health problem. You spending extended periods of time scrolling through social media can lead to a sedentary lifestyle or increasing risk of obesity, heart disease, and other health issues. You know what I mean? If you spending hours on this, if you spending 4 or 5 hours, look, I'm gonna give you an example. I know this shit happens. You're gonna stay an hour on here scrolling or whatnot, whatever you're doing on it, you're gonna spend an hour on it. Then you're gonna go take a break, use the bathroom or whatnot, get something to eat or whatever you got to do. Then you get back on it again. The same pattern. You spend at least 8 hours on social media, 6 to 8 hours on social media a day. The radiation is just like it's killing you, and plus the glare and this shit. You get poor sleep. You know what I mean? At us as just like carbon beings and whatnot, we are electric beings. We shut down after 8 hours, as like the plants do out here, right? That's the poor sleep. I know you got people that be in nighttime, like like animal nature. You got some night beings and some day beings. But the day beings, you get more done, and it's easy to see what's going on. You know what I mean? So you getting poor sleep quality. You got the blue light by the screens that can disrupt the sleep pattern. Everything should be off in the house to sleep at night, right? I don't care if you want to argue about it. You can do your own research. It's leading to insomnia and fatigue. Most people are tired, and you have insomnia, and you can't go to sleep. You know what I mean? You got you got lights on, you got TVs on, you got social media by your brain. You know what I mean? You got the phone by your brain. I mean, the relationship and impact is it decreases the quality of time of the partners connecting or linking. Excessive social media use can distract from meaningful interactions with your loved ones. You know what I mean? Spend time with your youth and just spend time with your partner. You know what I mean? Because nowadays people are talking through the phone instead of word sound. You know what I mean? The individual may be like they're spending their priority of scrolling over spending quality time instead of spending time together. Like I said, you know, 8 hours you and your partner or your kid could be doing something positive. You know what I mean? Outside, walking, doing yard work, etc. The communication breakdown, the communication breakdown of your blood cell phone over reliance of social media or communication can lead to a misunderstanding and a misinterpretation as a conveyed through a tone of voice, you know what I mean, and body language are lost. You know what I mean? You lose so much of communication skills of the chemistry that you have with one another. You know what I mean? You jeopardize intimacy. You know what I mean? The consistent distractions by social media. If you got that notification going off so much, that's a distraction. It's not nothing but alerts. So you pick that blood cell phone up and go scroll and do what you do. You know what I mean? That get you off of your everyday task, the notification. So when you off the emotional correction within the relationship, you know what I mean? It's a distraction from your connection with the your emotional connection with the relationship as an individual may uh prioritize virtual connection over real life interactions. Like I said, you can go you're missing out on real communication. You know, the overall while social media can offer opportunities for connections of information, sharing excessive scrolling can take a toll on mental and physical well-being as well as quality relationships. It's important for individuals to really be mindful of their social media usage and their self-care with the real world connection. You understand? And nowadays, you know, the parents are really letting their kids run them. You know what I mean? That's the real problem with this blood cell phone. You know what I mean? Some a lot of people don't understand that the challenges that parents face guiding like their children away from negative influences such as street life, proactive music, and social media. Because you got girls, you little girls out here. Just the music, period. It's not showing nothing, but I look. You got little girls use learning from what the hoes do. You know what I mean? Just the music. You know what I mean? The kids, boys and girls. But most of the girls seeing these whores shake their ass and do all this shit like this. And you got these guys, rappers in dresses and all this shit. See what I'm saying? I come from a different era and a different clothing branch. You know what I mean? It's like a clothing branch. And really the concept of letting go as a process of releasing control while providing a guided support to your children. You know what I mean? Um, the main problem is the kid, them parents is the friend. You know what I mean? The last generation, the '90s, the generation after the '90s, their parenting skills are a little different. They're more of a friend than how we was. You know how we was raised. We getting our ass whipped, and now they're screaming and hollering, but no action. You know what I mean? And like just understanding all these challenges, you can discuss the children's attraction to street life, including peer pressure, social economic factors, and lack of positive role models. You know what I mean? Uh, we all had different role models in life. This is not to pick with anyone. This is what I really know and what I've been through as myself. You know what I mean? Uh, as having positive role models, a lot of us, as black melanated parents, most are single. The mama's working every day. You got the kids at home raising themselves. I understand that I was in a situation like that as a youth, and I tried to do different as my kid, try to show them a little different and let them not see too much what was going on and the negativity. And it's really just the understand the music these days of the youth and the culture, addressing themes such as like the violence, you know what I mean, substance abuse, and just misguidance and monogamy, you know what I mean? Analyze the impact of social media on children's behaviors. Just sit back and watch. And when they ain't on it, they might not come out of their room. They might be depressed. They might be like moody. You know what I mean? Um, their self image, including cyberbullying. You can watch what's going on here. Cyberbullying, exposures to harmful content. There's a lot of shit out here now for these kids. These the last days of the men's got caught up, and addiction. You know what I mean? Like the role of the parents emphasize the critical roles of parents play in shaping their children. This is real hard to do. It's not real hard to do if you can tell the kid what's right and wrong, but they have to make their own decision. This what's right and wrong for them. You know what I mean? To us, it might not be that, but you gotta understand we coming from a different era of teaching too. See what I'm saying? Now you can't spank the kid called DCS and all that shit. So parenting and the values and beliefs and behaviors, you know what I mean? It's you gotta have the strategies for opening the communication and build a trust with the children, you know what I mean? Including active listening, setting boundaries with the children and setting boundaries for them, you know what I mean? As a parent, you should at least encourage to lead. The only way we can do with the children, every animal in Mother Nature uh, watches the parent. So the children is watching the parent, and when parent gets mad at the children, and you parent is doing the same thing the children doing. You know what I mean? Vice versa. They watch us. You know what I mean? So that's what the parent had to lead an example in the mental and emotional well-being of the youth, empowering the children. You know what I mean? This is a highlight to importance of empowering the children to make informed decisions, to take ownership in their own actions. You know what I mean? Whatever the child chooses, that's their actions. You understand? Uh, Discuss the values of education with the children. Read. Most kids, most grown-ups don't even read anymore, especially black people. We don't read nothing. We watching the internet and learning so much off the internet. You know what I mean? And the children don't even read. You know what I mean? They done took cursive and stuff out of school, so the children don't even understand how to write cursive. You understand? It's like whatever the relationship is, stay away from the negative influences in the children. Don't let them really see what's really negative when they know when we know what's negative. Don't let them see we do negative. The children's supposed to do better than their parent. You know what I mean? Provide resources and support networks, both parents and children. You know what I mean? Get into some kind of programs on the internet, learning something, educational workshops. You know what I mean? The Really, this whole conclusion is like the key points to take away from some social media. You reinforce the message of letting go as the process of balance between guidance and independence. You understand? Um, Encourage parents to embrace the role as mentors and advocates for their children and well-being, even if the face of the social pressure is a challenge to you. You understand? It's really simple. You can teach anybody, show them a better way, even though it's bad out there. You know what I mean? The devil's out there. So you should always be aware of what's going on. It's for the children. You know, I'm trying to get members to ask if I have any questions or share their own experiences. I'm here to for this. You know what I mean? The reasoning on a lot. People that need to understand this internet. It's I provide like additional insights. I advise resources as needed. I think all the audience out there that's engaged or not engaged, I encourage everybody out there, you know what I mean, that needs the net about scrolling and you on this social media and whatnot. I give thanks and praise to everybody out there that's watching. This was just a little something. I'm trying to get my social media, this YouTube live stream. Subscribe, hit the like button. I will be starting doing more lives because I used to have a channel in 2005 called Corey to Fire Eyes, and it got deleted. A lot of my videos because it was too real for the internet. So that's why you don't see me doing a lot of posting about like real talk. I'm doing all my herbals, just trying to keep this little channel going. But from now on, I'm about to get back to the real talk. You know what I mean? What my knowledge is and what I know. You know what I mean? Maybe it can help somebody. I give thanks and praise. Share, hit the like button, subscribe. All right. Bless. Shalom.